This is my identical twin sister, Peti, and she has a temper.
This is my identical twin sister, Filis, and she's stubborn. I'm the older twin, and I'm only 10 minutes older, but I consider myself the boss. I knew she was gonna do that. I knew she was gonna do that. And basically, we know we've got problems and difficulties.
Yeah, she likes to buy more tubs of beads than she actually needs to buy at one time.
Who buys them?
Well, you buy more than I do.
Well, our house is very messy. We've got a lot of things in there. Some of it's good things, some of it's not good things, some of it's trash, but things kind of got out of control over the years.
This is the living room.
Slash bed.
Yes, slash bedroom.
It's probably been a year and a half since we saw the floor, and it's carpeting, and I don't like it. I don't like carpeting. I like hardwood floors. These were different, these were, I don't know how much these were.
Yeah, this one's like, got the dime on it. That was one, $8.
That one was $7.96.
In southern Illinois, twins Filis and Peti have lived together for their entire lives.
Yeah, basically, we've always been together. We always was there for each other.
I just can't imagine not having her around. Without her, I'd have nobody. It'd be like losing half myself. Just not imaginable, not having a twin sister.
And as twins, Peti and Filis share a lot of similarities, including a compulsion they've had for the past 4 decades.
Their daily ritual is to go shopping and buy stuff, just stuff.
We're in the kitchen. Basically, all we have right now is a microwave and some appliances we bought.
If they choose to go somewhere, it's related to getting something. They're there to buy something. There's no rhyme or reason with what they buy.
Got a griddle, got a big crock pot, and I got a crock pot here that has 3 crock pots to it, so you can have different things going on at the same time, different temperatures and that, and a little waffle maker.
I don't think the word hoarder is a good word, and I would rather use compulsive collector. It sounds a little better. I know it's basically the same thing, but it sounds a little better.
Using money from their retirement savings, much of the twins' purchases were new. But many items have deteriorated over time, leaving only a few treasured pieces that remain preserved.
This chest of drawer is over 50 or 60 years old. I'm not real positive exactly how old it is, but it's got all the baby pictures supposedly in the bottom drawer. I haven't looked for a long time, so I'm saying they're in there. These are some old pictures. That's either me or Filis. Something tells me that's Filis.
For both Peti and Filis, the state of their home wasn't always like this. In fact, there was a time when the twins enjoyed life like other children.
Well, when we were kids, we could have friends over, we'd go to friends' houses, we could play together and take long baths, just do anything that normal children would do. That looks like it might be me. It is, oh, this is some other old pictures. I said when I was younger, things were fine. But after my brother was killed, everything just fell apart.
At just 10 years old, the twins' entire world fell apart when their older brother Donnie lost his life in the Vietnam War. From that moment, their lives spiraled into a seemingly bottomless state of despair.
That's my brother Donnie's uniforms.
And they are basically priceless.
It belonged to our brother, Donnie, who got killed in Vietnam. He was 16 days short of being 20 when he got killed. He was the best big brother you could ever have.
He was good looking, he was nice, friendly. Everybody liked him. Donnie was always there for us. I can't.
I would say after he died that definitely things went downhill for them because it was just something that the family couldn't accept. They just could not accept it at all. I remember that my aunt, she just didn't ever want to have the funeral. She just couldn't bear the thought of losing him totally. So I don't think that the girls ever got over Donnie.
I really don't know much, really just that it was his. I don't know anything about him, that these were all the same. Apparently this was a shirt he had. I'm not sure for what. It was his. Just kind of left a big hole. So I guess we might have started buying more.
Yeah, it was a good way to escape. It helped me forget.
Over the next 40 years, the twins' hoarding compulsions gradually increased. Slowly, they amassed a hoard that began to wreak havoc on them.
Well, hoarding, I guess, is just basically, I guess you could say, just took over my life.
First, Patti and Filis were both fired from their jobs at the local bakery, which they held for 34 years. Shortly after, their hoarding cost them their first home as well.
They were basically evicted and the town tore down the home. You know, and it was just sad, you know, that everybody was so determined just to get them out and tear it down.
Yeah, we've had a lot of problems. We've lost the old home place and things just got out of hand, and at work they didn't think our clothes and that, and we were clean enough for them, and even though we tried.
Now the sisters are facing a similar fate in their current home that just 5 years ago had been completely renovated. After a city inspection, they were given 30 days to clean up or face eviction, and time is running out.
Once they saw the house, they said, "You've got to get this cleaned up, and then if it's not cleaned up, then you will be out."
My biggest fear is that they will condemn the house and there was no place to stay, place to live.
If they can't clean up their home, it worries me, where are they going to go? Nobody's going to rent to them. This is their one chance.
Yeah, Bika.
They'll lose this home, they'll become broke and homeless if they don't get sick and die in the meantime. That's my worst fear.
Both of us are responsible for the mess in the house. Like, we'll just say, 60-40?
Some of them's hers, some of them's ours, some of them's mine. So it's a kind of accumulation of both of ours.
After inspecting Patti and Filis's home, Code Enforcement Officer Robert O'Rea gave the twins an ultimatum: clean up the house in the next 30 days or risk eviction. With just a few days remaining, he's back to check on their progress.
It's a big deal for a county official to come in. It doesn't get up to code. They will kick us all out, basically on the street.
Well, all of us that are involved in this issue today are hoping that we can restore the home to a safe and habitable condition, that the sisters can live here as long as they'd like. Worst case scenario then would probably end in condemnation, and we may have to raise the structure. Good morning, ladies.
Hello.
How are you? Good to see you again. I've dealt with cases in the past of hoarding, but nothing that I'd seen in the past could ever prepare me for what I witnessed when I came into the house for the first time. There's no doubt in my mind this is probably the most extreme case that not only that I've witnessed personally, that I've heard about. Well, you know why I'm here this morning. I need to go in and take a look at things, and I know you've been working hard to clean things up, but I need to get back in there this morning and take a look and see how far you've got.
Okay. Sounds good.
Good, good, good. Well, the requirements when making an entry into a home like this include latex gloves, full coveralls, respirator. It'll require boots as well.
See you later.
What?
Soda.
Oh.
Wow. Unbelievable. Oh my goodness. It's very sobering to walk in and look at a situation that two sisters living in an environment that is, which is just, it's incredibly unsafe and unsanitary. Oh, rat droppings. Wouldn't be surprised if there was snakes, other animals in here as well. And it just breaks my heart, honestly. I'm still overwhelmed every time I come in here. Man, oh man. This house was completely rehabbed 5 years ago. Everything, inside out. It's just a shell of what it was when they finished. Some of the indicators inside the house lead me to believe that we very well could have compromised the structural integrity of walls and floors. I'm going to assume best case until I'm proven otherwise, but I would not be surprised if there was some structural damage to the home. Pretty much like I saw it last time. We have material in the bathtub, but I can only guess. It looks like mostly cat fecal matter, but I would not be surprised if there's human waste in there as well. Incredibly, I'm overwhelmed again. Really, really unsafe. It's just it's a concoction of Lord knows what in there. What they're living in is unhealthy, to say the least. Part of my inspection, I'm supposed to go through every room or every space so I can gain access to. Unfortunately, I'm starting to feel the effects now of not wearing a full respirator. I can feel it in my throat here. I'm going to have to go out and talk with the two sisters now about what we found. And there's no need, really no need for me to go anyplace else. Well, I'm done inside, and I kind of want to tell you what's going on. What I'm finding in there, we're still quite a ways away from where we need to be. I'm very, very concerned, as I was last time, and I've tried to tell you that when I've talked to you last, I'm very concerned for your health. That's a big concern for me, and it's something that you need to understand that that's just unhealthy. It's unsanitary, and you could contract a number of diseases just from the contamination that's in there. Are there any questions at all?
Well, how much of a time frame are we kind of talking about making sure that we get it cleaned up real good?
Well, in regards to the amount of time that's going to be allowed, we're probably at the end of the rope. It's the information I have to pass on to the mayor and the board members is not all good, quite honestly. There comes a time, and I think we're getting very close to that time, that we're going to establish a solid, firm time frame and a date, and it's got to be done. They cannot and we will not be able to wait indefinitely. It has to be done, so we're going to have to make some serious strides here in a very short period of time to satisfy the village board. It's just going to have to be done. We've waited and been very, very patient. We're pretty much at the end of our rope now when it comes to time frame, and it's just, we need to get it done. It's got to be done. It's got to be done very quickly. I tried to discuss with the sisters the severity of the situation. I really don't believe that they grasped the fact that they could be homeless. I just had that sudden realization that this was not going to happen. As much as we tried. I just read that response. I don't think they're aware. Anyway, I'm sorry.